Okay, again, today's Monday, February 22nd, and we're starting our math lesson for today, and we are in our Go Math Volume 2 book, and we're starting on page 601. Okay, 601, Volume 2. So, what we want to talk about today is weight and mass. Okay, when you typically hear weight, what do you think of? Kelsey? How much it weighs, how heavy it feels. When you go to the doctor and they weigh you, you have to stand on a what? A scale. Okay? So weight has to do with how heavy things are. In the United States, we measure weight in ounces and pounds. Okay? So ounces and pounds is the units you need to know for weight. Okay? We will see ounces in liquid also, okay? If you've noticed on a water bottle or any type of liquid, it also gives you ounces along with liters or milliliters, okay? So let me show you my bottle that we talked about last week. Okay, everybody see right here where it says FLOZ? Let's scoot it up so you can see. That FL stands for fluid. What does fluid mean?
Fluid means
like liquid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. OZ stands for ounces. Okay. So just like this one, OZ stands for ounce. But there's two different kinds of ounces. We have fluid ounces, which is talking about liquid or volume. Okay, and then we have regular ounces, which is talking about weight. Does anybody know how many ounces it takes to make a pound? No? There are 16 ounces in a pound. So 16 ounces equals 1 pound. So just to give you an idea, one slice of bread weighs about 1 ounce. Okay, 1 ounce. One loaf of bread weighs about 1 pound. Okay, so a pound is pretty light, right? If you picked up a loaf of bread, it's not heavy. Okay, so now let's look down here. It says 16 ounces and 1 pound equal the same weight. Finish the drawing of slices of bread to show how ounces and pounds are related. So if I already have 4 of these slices of bread, I need to keep drawing more slices of bread to equal what? 1 pound. So how many slices would I need to draw? 16. So let's continue drawing our slices of bread. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it takes about 16 slices of bread to equal 1 pound. $16 ounces and 1. Now go ahead and flip the page to page 602. And we're not going to actually weigh anything today, so we're going to skip down to where it says share and show. A strawberry weighs about 1 ounce or 1 pound. What do y'all think?
1 ounce.
1 ounce. Good. Okay, number 2.
Ounce.
You got to choose ounce or pound. So a button. Ounce. A cat.
Pound.
Pound. A ruler. drum?
Pound.
Pound. Good.
It's a pattern. It's like pound.
Okay. Now, find an object in the classroom that would match the description. So number 6 says greater than 1 pound.
The TV.
That's not a TV.
Not screen. Screen.
The smart board. Okay. So we're going to draw it. Speaker. Smart board. Anything else y'all could think of in here that's more than a pound? Bryson?
Me.
You. Yeah, you could draw a person.
Yay, I love drawing people.
Less than 1 pound.
Ooh.
Bryson? The plexiglass? Ooh.
An apple.
That would probably be a pound or more. Yeah,
An
'cause they're
apple.
pretty heavy. Kaylee?
A pencil.
A pencil. Good. Okay, good. So a pencil would definitely weigh less than a pound.
A mask.
A mask, yes.
Or apple.
An apple.
Piece of paper.
Piece of paper for sure weighs less than a pound. Good. Okay. Let's flip the page. Okay, number 10. A watermelon weighs 6 pounds. Which item would be about the same weight as a watermelon? A 10-ounce package of straws?
No.
Well, no, it says right here that's 10 ounces. Is that the same as 6 pounds? No. 8 slices of cheese pizza?
No.
How much do you think that would weigh?
I think that will weigh like pizza. Like when they flip it, it kind of feels like a little.
Just 8 slices? Maybe 1 slice is like an ounce, like the
Yeah.
piece of bread.
But the
So that would be 8 ounces. So that's probably about a pound or so, or less. Okay, so definitely not 6 pounds. 6 erasers.
Yes. Maybe.
6 pounds? So you think each eraser weighs a pound?
No.
No. 480 quarters. So think about that. That's a lot of quarters. And when you stack quarters up, they get pretty heavy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's probably the best choice. Okay. So D, 480 quarters. And when you put quarters in a baggie, it weighs the baggie down pretty much, a good amount, right? Okay. Number 11. Brianna is building a doghouse. Each board weighs about 10 ounces. She lifts 8 boards at a time. About how much does Brianna lift? Okay, 3 ounces. So what do you think? Well, each board weighs about 10 ounces. And how many boards is she lifting? 8. Okay, so that's 8 boards times 10 ounces each. How many ounces is that? 80 ounces. Okay, well, we definitely know it can't be 3 ounces and 4 ounces.
And it can't be 1 pound. And it cannot.
We have 5 pounds and 2 pounds. Okay, well, how many ounces equals 2 pounds? If 1 pound equals 16, then 2 pounds would be what? What's 16 plus 16? 32. Is 80 close to 32?
No.
No.
So it's 5.
So 5 would be the best answer.
I knew that all along.
So I could do 16 times 5 to see how many ounces that is. What's 5 times 6?
30.
30. So the 0 goes down. 3 goes up. 5 times 1 plus 3, 8. 80 ounces. Okay, number 12. Sandra and Rochelle baked 2 cakes. They cut both cakes into 8 equal slices. Each slice weighs about 2 ounces. What is the combined weight of the cakes? Okay. We have how many cakes?
8. 2.
2 cakes. Okay. They cut both cakes into 8 equal slices. Is that important? Yes, because it tells us each slice weighs 2 ounces. Okay, so here's 1 cake. And if I cut it into 8 slices, each one of these is going to be 2 ounces. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 1 cake equals 16 ounces. Okay, 16 ounces is how much?
1 pound.
1 pound. Good, but that's just 1 cake. How much would 2 cakes be?
2 pounds.
2 pounds. Good. So, answer choice would be what? What answer choice? Which one, Allie?
B.
B, not C. Okay, number 13. There are 4 baseball caps at a store. Each cap weighs 8 ounces. How much do the caps weigh in all? I'm going to let you try this one on your own. If you need to read it one more time to figure out what to do, then you may read it again, but show your work and work this one out on your own. How much do the caps weigh in? Okay, so for number 13, who can tell me what they did to work this out? Bryson? Good. Multiply 4 times 8. 4 baseball caps. They each weigh 8 ounces. So 4 times 8. If you don't know what it is, you have to use a strategy. Okay? You could skip count by 4. You could draw equal groups. You can add over and over again. Okay? So if I added, I could do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. What's 8 plus 8?
8 plus 8 is 16.
And then another 8 plus 8 is 16 again. What is in ounces, 16 ounces equals what? 1 pound. So then this other 16 would equal 1 pound also. So what's 1 pound plus 1 pound?
2 pounds.
2 pounds. Okay? Or if you just multiplied, you would have got 32 ounces, which is the same as 2 pounds. Okay? C is the correct answer. Okay, now we're going to flip to page 607, and we're going to talk about mass. Okay, mass is basically the same thing. It's using grams and kilograms though, okay? So you see this balance scale right down here at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, so mass is typically measured on a balance scale, okay? Like this one right here. And we use grams and kilograms. Okay, so a gram is going to be about the weight of a paper clip. So that's very, very light, right? Very light. Okay? Kilogram is 1,000 paper clips. Remember I told you guys last week or 2 weeks ago that kilo, that first part of gram, means 1,000. So if you hear kilowatts or kilograms, kiloliters, kilometers, that kilo, K-I-L-O, means 1,000. Okay, so a kilogram means 1,000 grams. Kilometer means 1,000 meters. Okay?
That's why it's like 1,000 K at the end.
Yes. Well, 1K would be 1,000. K just stands for 1,000. Okay? So let's look at what this word problem says. It says, Peter has a dollar bill in his pocket. Should Peter measure the mass of the dollar bill in grams or kilograms? Okay, so think about the weight of a dollar bill. If you hold it in your hand, you think it would feel about like a paper clip or maybe like 1,000 paper clips. What do you think? If you have a dollar bill in your hand, it's going to be pretty light, right? So would he measure it in kilograms or grams? Grams. Okay, and we're not going to do this activity today. We do have these balance scales that we use for science. And we put the gram cubes over here. And maybe like a ball. And then to weigh the ball, you would have to make these level. Okay, so you would keep stacking the gram cubes until the two sides are balanced. That's how you use it. Okay, and then you would count however many cubes you have over here. If it's 25 cubes, then you know the ball weighs 25 grams.
Why can't we do it?
We will practice one day, but not today. Okay. All right, let's flip the page. Five bananas have a mass of about, well, let's look at the picture. Notice the balance pan is level. It's balanced. And what's on this side?
That is like a block.
It's a block and it's labeled 1 kg. What do you think that kg stands for? Kilogram. So 5 bananas have a mass of about 1 kilogram. Okay. Number 2, strawberry.
Strawberry is an ounce.
Gram or kilogram? It is an ounce, but now we're on metric. Okay. Gram. So you can kind of think of a gram and an ounce being about the same. Number 3, a dog.
Kilogram.
Kilogram, good. Remember, a kilogram is just 1,000 paper clips, so that's not too heavy, right? 1,000 paper clips. And then a kilogram right here is 5 bananas. You think a dog weighs more than 5 bananas?
Yeah.
Yes, especially that kind of dog.
That is
Sunglasses.
gram.
Gram, yes, they're pretty light. Okay, let's flip the page. And this is the last thing we're going to do, and then you guys actually have some review questions that you are going to do. Number 10 says, a turkey vulture weighs about as much as a laptop computer. Which is the best unit of measure to find the mass of a turkey vulture? Okay, so mass, I need you to circle that. Would we use liters to measure mass?
No.
No, liters has to do with liquid, right?
Yes. But a turkey isn't liquid.
Turkey vulture is not liquid. Okay? Kilogram?
Yes. No. Yes.
Would we use that to measure mass?
Yes.
Yes. Is it possible for a turkey vulture to weigh in kilograms?
Yes.
Yes, they're pretty big. Okay? What about an ounce?
No.
No, ounces are not used for mass, they're used for weight. Gram, it is used for mass, but it's too light, right? Okay, so we eliminated A and C because this one was liquid and this one's weight. Kilogram and gram are both correct, but kilogram we would use because the turkey vulture is going to be pretty heavy. Okay? Number 11. Which item's mass should be measured in grams? We have a chair, a highlighter, a bookshelf, and a cat.
B.
What do you think, Allie?
A is too big and C is too heavy, and I don't know about D, and it's B because it's the lightest and
Yeah.
grain's light.
Gram is very light. It's just a paper clip.
It's just laying on the
All of these we would probably use kilograms to measure. Okay. Number 12. The third grade classes are making three salt maps on a thin piece of plywood. Together, the three maps will have a total mass of 6 kilograms. If the salt mass is about half the mass of each map, which is the mass of salt needed for each map? Okay? Now, when there's a lot of words and it seems very confusing, the best strategy I like for you guys to do is to start drawing a picture. Okay? We're going to go back to the first sentence and see what we can start drawing. The third grade classes are making 3 salt maps on a thin piece of plywood. So what could I draw?
3 salt maps.
3 rectangles or 3 squares. Okay? Here's my 3 maps. Okay? So drawing a picture helps us get started when there's a lot of words and it might be a little confusing. Okay? So let's go to the next sentence. Together, the 3 maps will have a total mass of 6 kilograms. Okay, so that means all 3 of these together equal 6. Okay, well what's 6 divided by 3? Because I have 3 maps.
2.
2. So that means each one of these weighs 2 kilograms.
Because you can count by 2 to get 6.
Yes, you can count by 2s and get 6. Okay, if the salt, now we're on the third sentence. Question, if the salt mass is about half the mass of each map, I'm just going to stop there. Okay, so we're just talking about one map now. What would be half of this mass? What's half of 2? 1. So that means the salt for one map is 1 kilogram. Because that's half of 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go to the second part. Which is the mass of salt needed for each map? 1 kilogram, 5 cups, 3 liters, 5 grams. Well, which 2 really are obvious and don't make sense at all because they're not even using mass? Kelsey?
C, because liters is a liquid.
Good. Liters is for liquid.
And there's nothing talking about liquid. And cups, No, because cups, they're just measuring things.
Cups is usually liquid too. Okay? Or you use it for baking, not for mass. Okay, so we have grams, kilograms, so which one is correct?
Grams.
No, we figured it out right here. We said salt is 1 kilogram, not 5 grams.
So it's obvious it's
So A. Okay, last one. Dan wants to find the mass of a large pumpkin. Which unit should he use? Remember, we're still talking about mass. So would it make sense to measure the mass in inches?
No.
No.
That's like a ruler.
That's length. Okay, inches is length, not mass. Okay, gram. Is that talking about mass? Yes. Kilogram, do we use that to measure mass?
Yes.
Yes. Liter?
No, that's liquid.
Liquid, good. Volume. Okay, so you know it has to be B or C. So if I have a large pumpkin, would you use gram or kilogram?
Kilogram.
Kilogram, good. C is correct. Okay, that's all we're going to do for mass and weight today. We combined them because they're pretty simple. You just need to know that mass and weight are measuring solid objects. Liters, fluid ounces, and cups, quarts, pints, they're all measuring liquids, okay? Volume. So tomorrow, that's what we'll work on. We're going to work on telling the difference on what you use these to measure, okay? So for today, we're done with our book. You can close that. And now you guys are going to be doing this, okay? It's kind of a review of some things we've done over the past several weeks. So those of you in Seesaw will be doing the same thing. Let's look at some of these before we start. We just did this in our warm-up. This is a table. You have to find the what in a table?
You have to find the answer,
You have to find the pattern or the rule first, right?
Yes.
Okay. Solve using a strategy. That means show me a strategy. Circles, an array.
Can you use a blank
Skip count. Yes, you can use your scratch sheet of paper. Okay. Finding the area. Does everybody remember how we find area?
Yes, you count in the inside.
Inside. Perimeter.
You count the out. You add them.
The outside. Good. Equivalent fractions. I put a hint. You can use multiplication to help you. We've got some word problems down here. So just pay attention. These might be multi-step problems. Multi-step means more than one step. Okay, number 9, you're finding the missing side right here.
L stands for link.
Okay, continue the pattern. Circle the shapes that have at least one right angle. What does a right angle look like?
An L.
An L. So it has to have a square corner. Okay? So it would look like this if I put 2 pencils together. If I'm making a right angle, it has to be a perfect L shape. Okay? That's a right angle. And then what we just talked about, circle the unit you would use to measure the liquid inside a bottle. Okay, some more perimeter, division, and word problems. Okay?
Can I pass out the blank paper?
Are there any questions before we start? Okay, good luck.